This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We are just thrilled to be here at the Health Department of Charlotte County. They've done an outstanding job in hosting us. This is our final show here, and we'll be moving on. Next time you see us, we will be at the Burroughs home in downtown Fort Myers. We have a magnificent show in store for you here on the award-winning Lee Pitts Live. We'll get to talk to a renowned author. He's back. He's still writing. Terrence Pollard is here, the author of Are You Still Broken? We'll also find out about some great nonprofits that are doing great things in the community. We'll get to talk to DeAndre Simmons, the president of the Men's Network, and Vashelin, who's is the CEO of Hustlers and Heels. You'll find out about all that. And we'll start off our show when we come back from this break with Angela Hogan, the CEO of Gulf Coast Partnerships. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're so happy to have here in the studio a lady who needs very little introduction because of the great work that she's doing in the community. Angela Hogan, the CEO of Gulf Coast Partnerships here in Charlotte County. Good to get you here.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
What does a CEO of Gulf Coast Partnership do?
Well, as CEO, I do everything. However, the Gulf Coast Partnership is a nonprofit organization that exists primarily to bring other organizations together. So we'll bring a bunch of partners to the table, and then we work on a collaborative project. So we might write a grant for federal funding and then fund each of the partners. Sometimes it's a situation where one agency does housing and another agency does mental health, and we need to have both in order to be successful. So the Gulf Coast Partnership is really about collaboration, bringing people together.
And in a nutshell, what do you do? The Gulf Coast Partnership is all dealing with the homeless?
No, not at all. Certainly a large focus recently has been around homelessness and will continue to be. But we also provide services to veterans, to youth. We partner with education, mental health, substance abuse, healthcare, anything that affects your quality of life.
How do you partner with the Health Department of Charlotte County?
Charlotte County Health Department has been an amazing partner. They recently have kind of come around saying that housing is actually a determinant of health, and that has brought a lot more people to the conversation.
Now, homelessness has a lot of ramifications in terms of how people function in society. Being homeless can impact them in many ways. What are some key ways negatively impacting?
Wow. I mean, being homeless is there's so many negative consequences. I think that one of the biggest that we've been dealing with recently with the health department is around health, and the fact that about 70% of those that are homeless have gotten care in the emergency room in the last 6 months. So when you're looking at a group of people where 70% of them are getting their primary care in the emergency room, that's frightening for what's going on with them that is preventative and isn't being treated.
What kind of disparities are you seeing?
Primarily, it's heart disease, it's untreated high blood pressure or diabetes, those kinds of issues.
Once you see those, when you see those types of situations, tell us about your process. How do people tap into your process?
Well, Charlotte County is a little different than maybe Sarasota and Lee and some of our neighboring communities, in that we don't have a lot of resources. So one thing that we are amazingly good at in Charlotte County is collaboration. So we have a group of people who meet twice a month, group of agencies, and we have representatives of the police and mental health and substance abuse and physical health. I mean, every agency that provides a service that people could need. And every single person that's referred for care that's homeless basically has access to the resources of all these agencies.
Poor health can contribute substantially to homelessness?
You know, I've wondered a lot, which comes first? You know, are you sick and become homeless, or are you homeless because you became sick? And I still don't think I know the answer after all of these years working with folks. But I know that if you have a long-term illness, that it's very unlikely you're going to be able to keep your job. It's unlikely you're going to be able to pay your rent. And then how do you get well? How do you not get an infection? How do you make it to your appointments when you've had a serious medical condition and you have no safe, stable place to sleep?
Do you see that mental illness makes homelessness a lot longer or less likely to be fixed?
Homelessness and mental health, I would say about 30% of the folks that are homeless have some sort of a mental illness. And among that, it's much, much higher in women. A little over 70% of the women that you see on the streets have some form of mental illness.
What are some resources available here in Southwest Florida?
We are incredibly blessed to have Charlotte Behavioral Health Care, particularly around mental health. They are amazing. And they see a whole lot of folks that don't have any insurance or ability to pay just because it's the right thing to do. We have Virginia Andy's Clinic, which was here earlier, and they provide amazing services to folks that have no insurance and no way to get their prescriptions.
How long has your operation been around?
So my board has actually been working in Charlotte County for over 10 years. We have been incorporated and been a separate nonprofit for 2.
And people can donate to you as well.
Oh, sure.
Tell them how to.
Anybody, if you really want more information, or if you want to donate, or if you want to volunteer, our website is gulfcoastpartnership.org, and pretty much everything about us you can find through our website.
Final question. What does it do for you personally to know that you're doing such a worthy cause?
And I've been in nonprofit my whole life. This is just what I've always done. And I can say that we have put together a program for homeless veterans and housed every homeless veteran in our county. So we have no street unhoused homeless veterans in Charlotte County. I cannot tell you what that means to me and to my community and to the amazing people that we've been able to serve. Now we just want to kind of keep going and take that momentum and house every single person.
Well, Angela, we're so fortunate to have you in the community, and Gulf Coast Partnerships doing what it is doing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Lee Pitts Live. Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Holiday Inn Airport in Fort Myers, and I want you to continue to watch Lee Pitts Live on television, on YouTube, and of course, listen to us on radio. But to get all of your shows to come right to you, just click on that subscribe button right there, and Lee Pitts Live will come right to you, your time, your way. That's Lee Pitts Live.